Good morning, students. I, Revati Naik, Assistant Professor from Marathwada Mittamande Shankara Chavan Law College, today will discuss about Parsi intestate succession. Now, when it comes to the succession can be categorized into compartments. One is intestate and another one is a testamentary. Then what is the difference? The difference is that in testamentary succession, person makes a will, and after his death, his property is expected to be distributed in accordance with his desire, which is expressed in the will. In case of an intestate succession, when the person who is now dead, if he has not made a will, then his property is distributed in accordance with the provisions of a law. So, in case of a Parsi, the provisions of a intestate succession, they are given in an Indian Succession Act. So, Parsi intestate succession is that part of Indian Succession Act which is applicable to Parsis. Before we start with the intestate succession, let's first try to understand who are these people and when they came to India. Parsis are the immigrants so the forefathers of the Parsis who are right now in India, they came from Iran and they came here and got settled first in the village Sanjan of Gujarat. At that time, there was a Hindu ruler who was ruling the Sanjan, and when these Parsis they tried to settle down in India, certain conditions were accepted by them, and that's why they were allowed to settle down here. The Parsis are the followers of Zoroastrian faith, which is founded on the belief in one God and on the basis of tenets of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Parsis, the present law which is applicable to Parsis, that laws are influenced by both Parsi and Hindu customary laws. Now, the Parsis at that time, all of you might be aware of the fact that at that time when the Britishers they started ruling in India, especially under the regime of East India Company, at that time there were the three presidency towns were there. The three presidency towns were Bombay, Madras, and Calcutta. So now in this presidency, Parsis got settled down here, and at that time there was no law governing Parsi intestate succession. So the Parsis they were initially governed by the Christian intestate succession. But some of the concepts of Christian intestate succession they were not acceptable to their religion, and that's why because of the consistent efforts taken by the Parsi community, the law regarding intestate succession it was codified in the form of Parsi Chattels Really Act 1837, the Parsi Marriage and Divorce Act of 1865, the Parsi Intestate Succession Act 1865, and the Indian Succession Act 1925. Now, the Parsi intestate succession can be found in Indian Succession Act of 1925 from section 50 to section 56. Let's now try to understand the general scheme of all these sections. Section 50 it deals with the general principle relating to intestate succession. Section 51 provides the division of a property among widow or widower of the intestate, his children and parents. Section 52 provides for the division of a property among lineal descendants of predeceased child. Section 53 provides for the division of property when the child is predeceased but has left no lineal descendant, but he has left behind him or her widow or widower. Section 54 provides for the division of property when there is no lineal descendant, but there is widow or widower of either the intestate or lineal descendant. Section 55 provides for the division of a property when there is no lineal descendants, widow, widower, widow or widower of the lineal descendant. And section 56 it provides for the division of the property when all above mentioned heirs are absent. So the property goes to the government and it is called as the escheat. So now the general scheme provides for these certain important points. Basically, the most important thing is that in Parsi intestate succession, there is no difference between heirs of male and female. So we have seen that under Hindu Succession Act, the heirs of a Hindu male and heirs of a Hindu female, they are different. In Parsi intestate succession, the position is not similar. Here the heirs of a male and heirs of a female, they are same. Secondly, succession law works in the same way we can see under Hindu law or under the Muslim law. The succession laws under Parsi religion, it also works on the principle of nearness of relation. Basic set of heirs, that is spouse, children and parents, they are considered as near relations, that is same, but their shares are different. And the doctrine of representation is followed. Now let's start understanding intestate succession. Section 50 lays down general principles, and it lays down the general principle in three clauses: Clause A, Clause B and Clause C. Clause A lays down the rule of en ventre sa mere, which says that there is a child who is in the womb of a mother is considered a child born. So while distributing the property, the share is required to be reserved for the child who is in the womb of the mother. His share needs to be calculated. Section 50B says that a predeceased lineal descendant, if if he has died without leaving a widow or widower or any issue, then his share is not required to be calculated, right? Section 50C says that a remarriage will disentitle a widow or widower of a lineal descendant of his share. Thank you.